we are having an amazing time. Families Anonymous, we've been doing this for a couple of years, and I've met a lot of very interesting people. And as you can see, there are two interesting people right now looking at me, looking at you, looking at us on this screen. I got none other than Nakia, Burrise, and Miss Catherine Sutherland. How you guys doing today?
Hi, I'm fabulous. Thank you.
Fabulous. That's enough. Yeah. Kids, learn. We're gonna use big words today for the kids out here. You guys doing okay? How's everything going? I know we're in a crazy time. It looks like something that Rita or Zed or whoever would have just done to the earth and just put us in this bubble. So, are you guys doing okay in your respective areas?
Yeah. You know, for the first time, we did for me, I haven't done any signings since COVID has started, but we just finished a comic book store signing, which felt very safe, and it was really great, actually. We really enjoyed it. It was a little bit more relaxed than a Comic-Con. People had designated times to come and designated times to leave, and I actually really enjoyed it a lot. So that was something that was out of the ordinary of my day-to-day life. You kind of get used to the whole COVID thing happening where you don't do much, you just work at home and you keep it going. So,
and what about you, Kat?
Yeah, I had a harder time with COVID than the rest of my family. I was doing really good in the beginning, and because I was very focused on doing things for other people, and we were building our channel and everything. And then as it dragged on, I could feel myself starting to sink a little bit and having to dig a little deeper to find my joy. So it's definitely been challenging, but our channel has really been a light for me and given both of us it's been a gift, because we've brought making people happy, and it's bringing us together on this project together, which has been really fun for us. So it's kind of been a little bit of a distraction from all the craziness that's going on in the world.
Absolutely. I was working at home for a little bit, and then it started to get to me because I just got out of my normal routine of getting up, putting on clothes, and getting in the car and going to work, coming home. I cut my beard off. I felt like caveman. I had a little small time where I just lost it. Because it became so mundane. Like instead of like leaving the house to go to work, it became getting out of the bed, washing my face, putting on some clothes, day clothes, walking to the living room, sitting there for 8 hours, getting back out of the living room, sit down in the same living room, watch TV, then go to bed, and then get back up, not leaving the house. And at first I was like, oh man, I gotta go to the office. I can sit back, I can play on the phone, I can watch TV on this side over here and do this. And then after a while it was like, So when they said, all right, we're gonna start going back into the office, we'll have to wear masks in the office, we're gonna bring back I volunteer as tribute. Please let me come back. Let me come back, please. I come back and pack all my stuff up.
It's also what's also interesting with this situation too is that we're not used to spending this much time together. I mean, we love each other, but it's a lot of time together in this four walls of the house, So it's been, having to really help. My kids are always so busy that's what our life was, just always busy. And getting them used to a different routine. For myself to not be able to be as social was really challenging for me. So it's been a lot of adjustments, but I do think that there is beauty in that, because it slows you down and it makes you have some introspection and grow. And so you got to look for the lessons in it, because there is beauty in this time, even though it doesn't always feel that way.
It is. And you said something about building up the channel. Like for me, I'm always on the road. You guys know I'm everywhere, up and down the highway, con after con after con. And at first I was like, no cons, what am I do with life? But it allowed me to literally build up the interworkings of the channel more than just the videos, building connections with people, emails and relationships, and being featured on the news in my hometown and stuff like that. So just little small tidbits just kept growing and growing. And I was like, okay, maybe I needed this time so that when we do go back into cons, I'm at a different level than I was the year before and all that good stuff. And yeah, you're right. Sitting in those four walls could be interesting at first, like, oh yeah, we at home together, and then after a while, it's
I have to say, I had a totally different experience than both of you guys. I mean, outside of, people getting sick and losing their lives and stuff, and just praying for the world that we're suffering from COVID, I thoroughly enjoyed the first couple of months because my husband works all the time, and with both of our busy schedules, we normally just spend the evening together, and it's like 2 hours and we go to bed. And so COVID allowed us to just like completely reconnect. Both of our boys are upstairs playing video games all day, don't matter anyway.
Right.
So I really enjoyed, we start binge watching shows, finding new shows, eating waffles and ice cream at 3:00 in the morning. It was fabulous. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I had a great time.
You get that good bucket of ice cream from Walmart, and it's like, well, this is life. This is life right now. Just glad they didn't close Chick-fil-A. That would have been really bad. But before we move on from that part, because people all over the world respect you guys to a very high standard, I want each of you to just tell the people in your own words to, you wanting them to be safe. Just give them that plea to like, hey, listen, take it from me, be safe. Something from both of you guys.
I will start by saying my cousin caught COVID, and he caught it a few months ago. Very healthy correctional officer, work out all of the time, had no health problems. COVID happened, and he is still suffering the remnants of COVID. His lungs have become completely compromised. He cannot work out, he cannot breathe. So I prefaced what I'm saying with that, to know that COVID is real. Because some people are still fictionalizing it and saying, oh, no, this ain't real. This is all fake news and da-da-da. For me, it's not a political thing. It's really just about being safe and making the right decisions for you and your family. Because you may think that it's not real, but then you catch COVID and you bring it home to your family. There have been so many people that have died, family members that have gathered together and just completely avoided the, COVID signs and the, everything that's been going out. And they've affected their family members, and huge families have lost several members because of it. So I ask from the bottom of my heart that you would just go out and think about other people as well. You think about yourself and think about other people. And just, there's nothing wrong with wearing a mask. Like my son was saying that he was like, Mom, do you notice that none of us have been sick because we've been wearing a mask? Like they haven't caught colds, they haven't caught, and it's because they've been wearing a mask. And I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I think there's something to wearing a mask that has been helpful.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, I saw a quote that said, if the most oppressed you've ever felt is from wearing a mask, then you need to wear a mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, that's a really good point. I think that's really good advice, Kia, because I think people, because everyone's so sick of it, that there's a tendency to be more complacent, and I have to check myself with that too. That just because we got a little bit of freedom doesn't mean it has completely gone away. And if we don't follow the rules, we're going to get locked down and for longer, and we don't want that. So I don't know how accurate the testing is or anything like that, but I've committed to test every week because I just feel like, I don't know, it's responsible, I guess. I just feel like it doesn't take much to do that. Right. I just think it takes a lot more energy to fight the mask than it does to just wear it. So just wear it. What's the big deal? Just wear it. Not a big deal. And then the other thing is, I think we're also not getting sick because we are doing all the things we should always be doing, which is washing our hands, sanitizing ourselves, I think with the fact that people are staying away from each other has also, not that I don't want that to go on for much longer, but staying away from each other helps prevent, people getting sick too. So if you have any symptoms, just don't be stupid and don't go around people.
Yeah. So guys, you've heard it from Power Rangers themselves. Be safe, be smart, wear a mask.
Safe and be smart.
Wear a mask.
Yes.
And that's what we're here to do. We're not only here just to have fun, we're also here to educate and make sure people understand life as a whole. So that's what we like doing here. But to switch gears, this past weekend I got to do something really amazing. I got to interview moderate a panel for Wizard World. It was some of the villains from the Saban era. So there was Ivan Ooze, there was Paul Freeman, and there was Barbara and Kerrigan, and there was Melody Perkins, and the guy from Power Rangers Wild Force. So it was pretty fun. Oh. And I know for you guys, you get out there on the con circuit, and I know we missed the cons, but since that has happened, and even before that, you guys have amassed this it's become a renaissance in a sense for the women of Power Rangers. The Power Rangers Playback YouTube channel has become massive. How did this begin?
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
It's what I see. It's what I see. I see it on all over social media. It's just always being shared, and I said, yeah, we got to talk about it. So how did this start?
Go ahead, Kia.
Kat and I were at a con in Scotland last year, and we were right next to Troy Baker and Nolan North. And we were like, who are they and what do they do? Because we hadn't met them before, and their line was ridiculous. We didn't know they were voiceover artists, but we learned that they had a YouTube channel called Retro Replay. And we're like, that is so fascinating, where they just play video games, old video games, and they invite people to come on and stuff. And so we were sitting there and we were like, we need to have a YouTube channel. Why don't we have a YouTube channel?
Why
and
not?
So we were literally sitting there coming up with ideas, thinking about what could we do for the fans? What have the fans been asking for years? Every time we go to a con, and they ask a lot about what we thought about in episode 355, what happened behind the scenes, so we're like, we should watch our episodes and talk about how we felt, what was going on. So that was our initial plan. That's where we, sat down, watched a bunch of episodes, edited it, went up to the day of launching, copyright claim. Literally like 3 hours before we were launching. I was like sweating bullets because we've done this whole plan and told people to watch. Yes. And the first episode was going to be almost, like the length of an episode, like 20 minutes. After the copyright claims, this episode shrunk down to 5 minutes because they show you a section that you're supposed to delete. And then after you delete that, then they show you another section. I was like, oh my gosh. So every time we kept the first couple of episodes, we kept getting copyright claims from the Japanese company Toy, and then Hasbro, mainly the Japanese company. And we would write them and tell them, we were on the show where this is just, they did not care. So I was like, we were both like, we have to come up with something else if this is going to be successful. Like, we have to. And I typically get ideas late at night. And this was the COVID era, so I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And I would just pray and I'd be like, Lord, please show us what we can do. And so one night I just came up with like, I don't even know, like 8 different things. And I was like, Kat, we've got to meet. And I presented her with the 8 different things. And then we decided on the ones that worked. And so we came up with Who Knows It Best, which is a game show. My husband built the set. And we were like, yes. And we don't have to limit it to just Power Ranger guests, Power Ranger celebrity guests. We can add celebrities from other shows, because most celebrities that have done shows do not remember their own episodes. Fans are going to probably beat them. Yeah. So we came up with that, and then I'm tired of hearing myself talk, so go on and Kat.
Oh, you're doing a great job. No, I just will say about my friend, like, we're so funny because we're like the perfect team. Nakia is like at the middle of, like, she's super creative at night. Like, her mind starts going. And so I would wake up in the morning and she'd have left me messages or texts through the night, like at 4 a.m. What
you see a timeline.
Because she had to get it out.
3:12 a.m.
Yeah.
We should do a video upside down. Talk to you in the morning.
I would be responding to her at 6:30 in the morning, whatever. It was really funny. But she had come up with some really wonderful ideas. So we came up with another one called Favorite Things, where it's a little harder to do because of COVID, but we have a lot of things that we love to share together. Like, we love to eat. That's one of our favorite things.
Yes.
We love to travel. We love to like have parties and things. So we planned on making it like that, but we've had to be a little bit more creative in some of the ways we've shared that one. And then we were doing Power Cook-Off, which was a cook-off challenge where we take Ernie's juice bar items from his menu, because you can actually find the menu online, and we would challenge each other. And our plan was to bring on other guests and challenge them, and then we have a taster that tastes the dishes. But obviously with COVID, we used Nakia's kitchen and we can't do that. So a couple of the segments have kind of been put on hold, but we've been doing a lot of lives. We have had a lot of ranger guests coming on, and that's been really popular. People love that. And who knows it best, we try to film like 4 episodes in a row, so I have some material to use through COVID. So it's been really good and really fun. And I think we're really enjoying the balance that we have with each other, but we're also enjoying that it's bringing community for our fans. Like, Nakia set up a Discord channel for them, so they all can connect to each other, and we love it. They chat to each other, and it's really great. So it's growing more than we expected.
Yes, and I have to just give my top off to my sister here, because she is the social media guru. Like, she knows the stories and how to. So she takes care of the social media, and I just sit back and.
No, you don't.
Copy and paste.
Sit back. She never sits back. She's always working. She does all our editing. She does our flyers. She does a lot. So.
Well, we work really hard, and we're blessed to have. Now we have channel members, we have Patreon members, so we have people that we actually get a chance to. We'll show them some of the items that our team members that are paid subscriptions. We get to show them our items that we're bringing to our store. They give us ideas. They've actually given us so many great ideas. It was their idea to come up with. They were like, "Why don't you guys bring Power Ranger guests on live?" We were like, "Why didn't we think of that?"
No. Hey,
I know.
What you doing?
Exactly. Right.
All right, 10 minutes. See the Zoom link. All right.
Exactly. And that's been very, very successful. Yesterday we had William Schufelt on, who was one of the newer Rangers that we had on. So that was really nice, just getting to know him as a person. So that was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Building a YouTube channel is a nuance in itself. It's something. It's not you can't just say, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and then just expect it to just skyrocket off. It takes years. It takes time. I've been doing this December will be 4 years for me.
Wow.
So, but it takes time, and then you go through the different steps, and it's all about the direction you want it to go in. The main thing is whatever you are doing with it, the key to it is consistency. Because the moment you stop, the moment that you slow down, and not even slow down to a halt, but just like drift off, you're going to lose that traction that you may have already been building. And so many things change, new platforms open up, websites change rules. We're not even going to talk about the copyright claims.
Oh my gosh.
You get copyright claims for the smallest things, and you be like, no, I said that. Like, I created that. It's me. And they're like,
right.
No, take the video down. So you run into all that type of stuff. No matter what platform you're on. But it's a rewarding experience because it allows me to do things like this. And anytime I get on here with you guys or anybody else, any other actors, it's like, you could not have told me that I would go from 1998 sitting in my living room on Saturday morning eating Fruit Loops with marshmallows and pajamas to now being 30. Yeah, I'm 30 now. Oh my God, I just turned 30. But to be sitting here in my studio and talking to you guys and all the other opportunities I get. So it takes time, and it takes character. It takes professionalism. That's another thing. You got to be professional when you're doing it. So, and people look for that. And it might be people who never built the YouTube channel, like, nah, that don't look good. And then they go on to the next thing. So I'm glad to see that you guys have done it, because the response that I've seen online, and it's important, because, you know, anytime you look at something Power Rangers, and especially going back to my time, there was only 3 things on the front: the boy Rangers, and the female Rangers are just highly as important as the male Rangers. Any type of, when it came to the bed sheets, it just had the 3 guy Rangers. When it came to the cups and the toys and the McDonald's and whatever, it was just the guy Rangers. But over the years, people like you guys have helped champion that effort to say, hey, we're on the team too. We're important as well. And that's what I like seeing, because did we not grow up in the 90s and we're in love with Kimberly and Topanga and watching you guys on TV? Like, we have those conversations at work, like, oh yeah, man, Pink Ranger, nah, man, I like the Yellow Ranger. Okay, you know what? Get back to work and just like, but it's so important, it's so vital, and especially when I see you guys out at cons, you guys have the lines where you can hear the girls saying, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you in person. You look like me. You know, it's good that I saw somebody look like me and a character," and just amazing, just amazing. So another thing, great thing, Ranger Stop. I was so sad when I got that email. I was so sad. I'm talking about, we were ready to go. We were like, all right, man, we staying at what hotel? We going to what wing place in Atlanta? We're going to have a good time. And it was like, it was a council. I understand, but I don't understand, but I get it. So, and then you guys immediately, a couple weeks later, said, hey, March next year, be there. And I was like, well, calendar, March, there. We're there. So, Ranger Stop, how is that going so far? How does that look in today's time?
Well, Ranger Stop and Pop is happening March 5th through the 7th, and we are at we've been upgraded. We are at the Westin Hotel, Westin Buckhead Atlanta Hotel. And so far, so good. You know, the capacity levels where they're allowing, we're going to see what happens at the turn of the year. But right now, we're still good to go.
Right.
And that's what we're standing on. If anything changes, then we will definitely be posting about it and letting people know. But right now we're moving ahead full force.
Absolutely. So looking back at that, now that you can breathe from that first year, because I remember you at that con, you had this mother look the whole time, like, hey, what's going on? That fell down. What are they doing over there? What are they doing over there?
Yes.
How was that first year for you and the con as a whole?
It was a huge learning experience, but I was very happy with the turnout. I remember turning to Kat, and was Karen next to us, or was it just you and I?
We had you two next to each other.
And me. She was on the other with Austin on the other side.
Okay, and we saw the line of people coming in on Friday, and I remember just jumping up and down, because you honestly don't know how many people are going to show up, because you know there's a certain amount of tickets that are sold in advance, but then you're expecting people at the door.
Right.
So I was very happy with the turnout. You know, our guests seemed to be very happy. I was happy. It was stressful. It was very stressful. The things, you had to let go of a couple people during the con, had to let go of a couple of volunteers, but that's just, that's just a part of the business. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just comes with it. You got to put on that boss hat and do what you got to do.
Yeah, you have to, because there are so many variables with the con. It's not just, hey, we're going to have a con. Hey, buy tickets. Hey, be there. Hey, we're going to have a good time. Hey, the con is over. No, it's, all right, we're going to have a con. Where are we going to have it? What time are we going to have it? How many people are going to be there? How many people can we? It's more inside those different blocks of the ideas that you have to. And I've been a part of a lot of cons that started from the bottom up and have grown and helped on the grassroots marketing with a lot of conventions, and to get there and see the final product. There are hiccups that happen at the con, and that's something you have to look into and look forward to. But the most important thing is that consistency. Okay, that has happened. What am I going to do to keep this moving on to the next level? Because I got there that Friday, and I started seeing people that I knew that lived in Atlanta that didn't even tell me they were coming. I was like, why did you not tell me? I was not going to come here, man. It's Power Rangers in Atlanta, man. I live here. Like, well, okay then.
Nice.
So it was fun. It was a very good experience. So what are some things that we can look forward to this year? Because the guest list is amazing. Because I see it's some type of reunion happening. As I looked through this guest list, we were having our meeting the other night. I was like, y'all, wait, look at
this. So we have the entire
spread it out.
Yeah, we have the entire Time Force cast coming. We have Johnny Young Bosch coming, Catherine, of course, Karen, David Yost. We have My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, and then we still have another person to announce that we have not announced yet.
Absolutely.
We have
St. John
and Austin St. John. We have some amazing panels. We turn up the panels. We make them nice. We make them not your typical panels. Last year we had the Newlywed Game. We had, I'm really into games, as Kat knows. So I make sure that our panels are just full of fun and just adventurous. And I'm going to throw this out here because Kat and I have been talking about in-suit photo ops. And so I'm trying to get Kat in. She has all 3 suits, and I told her she has never done it before. And I was like, I think it would be an amazing turnout for you if you get into your suits and do an in-suit photo op. What do you think?
What if COVID continues and I end up being like 325 pounds or something?
Oh, shut
Well,
we'll talk about that.
The good thing about your suit is it
stretches.
And it has a mask. It has a whole face mask, head mask. Nothing gets in there.
Yeah, this is
That's
true.
a good thing. But that would be awesome. That you put something out like that, people like we're like J. Jonah Jameson say, "Where's my pictures of Spider-Man?" They're gonna have that money ready to go. So
yes,
I'm excited. I'm excited. I love Ranger Stop. If you guys need a moderator for a game show, I found myself that I can do the voice of a lot of different game show hosts. So I'm definitely open. I definitely want to help you guys and support as much as we can from our work.
Thank you. Absolutely. I do want to throw out that we are bringing Power Rangers playback also to Ranger Stop and Pop. So who knows it best?
Do it there without
who knows it best is going to who knows it best is going to be coming to Ranger Stop and Pop. Where we're going to be filming it. It's going to be part of our YouTube channel. We're going to have fans battling fans and probably fans battling celebrities, and it's going to be recorded and they'll have an opportunity to be on our YouTube channel. So we're looking forward to that.
That sounds amazing. Anything else you guys want to leave us with this evening?
Oh, if you don't know, Nakia is a series regular on a show called Danger Force. So,
a series regular. That's series nice.
Recurring. Sorry.
Oh, that would be nice.
It into existence.
Yes.
Amen.
She plays a mother of the superheroes, the 2 lead kids on the show on Danger Force, and so you can see her on the screen once again.
Yes, actually, my episode on Nickelodeon. I have one of my episodes are airing this Saturday on Nickelodeon. So check it out. My character's name is Angela, and my 2 children are twins, Mika and Miles. Obviously not really twins, but yes, they're superheroes. And how ironic that I get to play a mother to superheroes. I think it's just fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So guys, Nickelodeon. If you don't know, it's the place where SpongeBob is. But now Nakia is there. Go watch Nakia. Okay, watch SpongeBob, then watch Nakia. That's the land now. Please, thank you.
And we'll be doing more signings and stuff. We're just kind of looking at numbers and things right now, we're just
COVID numbers.
Yeah, good COVID numbers. So we're just looking at that just to make sure that it's a safe situation. But we hope to do some more, probably more local ones. We won't be getting on a plane or anything probably anytime soon, but hopefully the vaccine, we just got another vaccine announcement, so hopefully things come to an end.
It'll start to make sense again.
Yeah.
God willing.
Absolutely, because for somebody like me who lives in the South, it's from Mobile, Alabama, the birthplace of Mardi Gras. I'm waiting with bated breath.
Yeah.
If it is, I will understand.
How are your numbers there?
Well, this has been a great show today. Just go look up Alabama. You'll see. Alabama.
There's not a lot of restrictions there. There's not a lot of restrictions.
Good.
Wow.
People
Yeah, every
partying, having a
state
good
is so
time.
different. That's the thing. Every state has. Our governor is a little over the top, but
you need to be over the top. But yeah, Alabama people party. People go to clubs. They have a good time. I'm here.
Go to clubs? They go to clubs?
Yes. Have a good time. I'm here in this room or the other room watching TV.
Yeah.
That's where I am.
Good for you.
All the time.
Good for you.
But we definitely appreciate you guys. Please let everybody know where we can find you on social media for the both of you.
We have personal social media. Mine is Catherine _Sutherland. Nakia's is Nakia Burrise. We also have Power Rangers Playback on Instagram. We have Power Playback on Twitter. And we have a Power Rangers Playback Facebook page as well. You can watch our show on YouTube, Power Rangers Playback. And we have a membership available through Patreon. We have lots of different levels and different perks. They get some of the levels get behind the scenes footage and some special Zoom calls and things like that. So you can find us at patreon.com/Power Rangers Playback. And you can rewatch our episodes. We'd love for you to come, and we've got a lot of content on our channel for you to watch. So check it out. Lots of fun things on there and lots of fun things to come.
Absolutely. Please, guys, go support these amazing ladies. And also, you can find us all over social media. We're Families Anonymous, like the sign over there. I can't figure out where my arm went. But yeah, find us everywhere, guys, next to the Green Ranger helmet. That's all you need to know. We have a great time all over social media. You can see us at Ranger Stop. That will be the first con we're going to in the year 2021.
Yes.
Unless the new year hits and then it becomes some type of new month, the 13th month of 2020. I don't know what's going to happen, but definitely appreciate you guys.
No, please.
And we appreciate you ladies as well. And we will see you guys in another video.